right, we're live. Hey, everybody. Dan is not dead. He's just being weird. Welcome back to the Ballistic Missionaries, Wrasslin Supplemental.
Oh, hi. How's it going? I was taking a nap. I'm Dan.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sue. Hi.
So, how's it doing out there? It's Friday, it's the 27th. It's time for Wrasslin Supplemental. And we have some headlines to go over.
Yup. Okay, so I think the biggest thing is AJ Styles had his final goodbye on Raw. They had played a bunch of clips. They brought in a bunch of people that he has worked with over the years and gave him a nice send-off. He went in the ring. He said goodbye. And then, of course, Undertaker had to take over the entire
Hey, at least Michelle McCool wasn't there.
Thank goodness, yeah. But anyway, Undertaker announced that he's going to be inducted into the 2026 Hall of Fame class, which is pretty cool.
I think so, too. I'm not going to say in the back of my mind that there aren't, I don't think there are, that there are not ulterior motives. I can think of two right off the bend. One being that the last two big ones, like 2025 with Triple H being the headline inductee, and this year with Stephanie McMahon, the high nepotism claim had to be balanced out with had to be balanced out with somebody that actually was of merit and of somebody that had a big enough, I guess, following or reputation within the industry that would balance out all the nepotism claims of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon being inducted. AJ Styles seemed like the natural choice. Some would say, well, why not John Cena? I think John Cena would just... I think they need to wait maybe a little bit, a year or two, before they go that far. I mean, I'm not saying he's not eligible. I'm just saying at this point, it would feel like not just nepotism, but just like
you can't fucking get rid of him.
An in club is an in club.
The Hall of Fame clique, if you will.
Mutual admiration in society is, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Is
Wank fest.
Yes, circle jerks in 2026. That's what a big circle jerk, and I think Styles. Not saying Styles is not an in guy with WWE, but
he's universally beloved across the world.
Yeah, and
that helps.
I think it's that. I think it's also the fact that there's been rumors in the mill that AJ may have gone over to AEW, although he said himself he has no plans to do it. But how much? I can't help in my head that like there's a lot of people over there that would, and that, let's say, what's his name, the owner of AEW, Tony Khan, wouldn't. I got the right Khan this time. Yeah, Tony Khan would not want somebody like AJ Styles to go up somebody like Kenny Omega, like Hangman Adam Page, Swerve Strickland, MJF. Just like a stack of people that Styles could like. He is a net gain for AEW if they had the ability to get him. And I'm pretty sure Tony Khan, from what I've heard through the rumors, he had the money to throw on the table for AJ Styles. But I think AJ wants to finish things out in WWE. He's been given a job as. I mean, also I think the fact that like if he's put on as a trainer, that means less road time. That means more ability to spend with his family.
So he's planning on working with NXT, which, he's from Georgia. That's not too far away from Florida.
No.
And yeah, I think part of this was, he said he wanted to spend more time, raising his kids, and he's also wanted to spend time,
with his wife,
and helping to train the next generation. Like he's been on record saying that. So,
and I hope this is a matter of him wanting to go out on top. There are way, way too many wrestlers, Ric Flair, The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, who stayed way, way past their prime. I want to see a guy like Styles go out on top and not still be there like 50, 60, 70.
Like Ric Flair.
Yeah. I don't even know if someone was like banking on his mark. I've also heard that a lot of wrestlers, as they go in, tend to um, they can't get away from the spotlight necessarily. They can't get away from the adrenaline that get them
Yeah,
from.
it's like a I don't want to. It's not like an addiction, but it's like you get just so used to that that life.
It's a very American thing to be defined by your line of work.
It is.
And if somebody retires at like, I think especially like an athlete, and somebody like wrestling's not real. I mean, they still
Wrestling is real. It's just predetermined.
yeah, it's predetermined finish, but that doesn't mean that none of these guys are not as athletic as anybody in football, baseball, basketball.
Sometimes more so.
Yeah. And to most people working blue collar or white collar job retire at their 60s and 70s. These guys are retiring in their 30s and 40s. And how do you define that next part of your life, especially something that if you make it in the industry puts you in a certain level of spotlight, a certain level of limelight, a certain level of prestige? Where do you go from there? AJ seems to want to be an educator. He wants to have the next generation. Something that he loves the craft. He loves the business of wrestling. Everything that I've seen about him, and like I said, I wish something but for the best for AJ Styles. I think
absolutely, he's a gem. He really is like such a good dude, such a good wrestler. I think it's awesome that he is going to be still, working to train younger wrestlers because I mean he is one of the absolute best. AJ Styles is up there for me with like Bret Hart. So him, being able to, give that expertise, to more wrestlers, being able to teach them, what he knows, not only just in the ring, but just, as being just a really decent, nice person too. I have literally never heard anybody talk bad about AJ Styles. I don't think anybody could. So just having him, his influence on the next generation of wrestlers is a really good thing.
Yeah.
And it was nice. It was a nice moment at the end of the show. He left his gear in the ring, and everybody came out to say goodbye and clap for him. A bunch of wrestlers that he's worked with came in the ring and lifted him up on his shoulders, and it was nice.
Yeah,
it was a good send off. All right. So let's talk about Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes, as you may know, who is now, well, he's with AEW, but he's been out for a couple of months because he had a double knee surgery. So he's, getting better. He's going to be coming back to AEW. He was with WWE as Goldust.
for probably in and out over a 20-year period, 25-year period.
Okay. Well, I'll just. Somebody asked him if he was ever going to return as Goldust now that his brother Cody is like the golden boy in the company, and on Twitter, and he said, "quote Nope, I never got a raise there. What, you want me sitting on the bench doing nothing? That ain't me anymore. I've done the best work of my career with AEW. I love the character Goldust, but he ran its course. I did what I was told, and it got me nowhere. No thanks." And everybody got mad at him for it. Okay, so we should talk about the background of the Rhodes family versus Vince McMahon. There's a lot there. And Vince McMahon went out of his way to basically just do everything that he could to stop them from getting over whenever he could.
Yeah, I guess you have to go back to the 80s with Dusty.
Yeah.
And I guess I guess some people say the Monday Night Wars began in the 90s, but I think it's the prelude of WWE versus NWA/WCW went back to the 1980s. And the head booker in the 1980s in WCW, one of their top stars was Dusty Rhodes. And there's a number of ways that Vince took jabs at Dusty Rhodes even before he got to WWE.
Yeah.
And one of them was the character of Virgil was based on Dusty Rhodes' real name, Virgil Runnels. Another way, and then when Dusty arrived in WWE, Dusty suffered what a lot of WCW and NWA wrestlers, once they came over, suffered, is basically
humiliation.
Yeah. Vince
Vince is a tiny man.
He's
He's a very tiny man.
an insecure. He
Absolutely.
is an insecure human being, and he takes
Like
it.
he's a billionaire, but he's insecure and he takes it out on people. He's an insecure bully.
And the polka dot gimmick was handed over, and the interesting part is no matter what they gave Dusty, Dusty put it over. He put over the polka dots. He put over Sapphire. He put over the Dusty and Dustin thing. I think anything they threw at him, he got over. He got it over.
Yeah, because how can you not love friggin' Dusty Rhodes, man? Like, the guy is a legend. Nothing can keep him down. And this whole, the American dream thing, it's like, it played into that so well, because it's like, it feels very, American, being like, no matter what bullshit you're handed by the man, you take it and you keep going and you make something good with it. And honestly, I think that's why it got over. And, Vince was the man, and he was just doing all this shit, and it didn't matter. Dusty just took it on the chin, and he continued being Dusty.
Yeah.
And people loved that. People responded to that, especially in the 80s.
I think also the next you have Goldust, who, let's be honest, like
Goldust was supposed to be an embarrassment. Goldust was Vince being not only like homophobic and transphobic dick like he was a lot, but it was also like, look at this stupid character we're going to make Dustin play. And half the time they like strip the guy down to his skivvies in order to like mock him on the air and deride him. But you know what? Dustin owned Goldust, and he made him memorable, and he got him over as much as he could. Yeah. And, he held gold with that character despite the bullshit, the embarrassment that Vince was placing on him.
Like I said, that I think most any other wrestler, any other person that they would stick that gimmick with wouldn't be able to get that over. I think if Goldust was stuck with just about anybody else, it would have come and gone. That whole mid-90s shtick, I think it would be in the there with Mantar and let's see, Sparky Plug and God, what else?
Well, should we mention the gobbledygooker?
Yeah.
Should we mention the clown guy?
No. I think Doink was a great character, but that was because Matt Bourne got the guy. Matt Bourne's the one that pitched.
That was his idea.
That was his idea.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I don't know if it was his idea or his idea or Vince's idea, and Matt Bourne got it over. And I think that was a successful character because of the person behind it. And subsequent people who played it just kind of took the surface level aesthetics to it and ran with it until the character died off. But I think in the hands of a lesser person, it would have gone into the mid-90s, new generation. Everybody's a wrestler and has another job graveyard.
DDS.
Yeah.
And Skinner and
there's a treasure trove. Bastion Booger.
Gross.
Like I said, there was literally in that case. That was supposed to be gross, but yeah, in that case,
but it was still gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have to give a lot to Dustin that, he was saddled with this bullshit, and he owned it. He owned it wonderfully. He got over, and he just rode that humiliation train to something beautiful in a lot of ways. Now, on Twitter, people have been getting in his face like, well, how dare you say this? Like a bunch of just stupid Vince stands.
This is the same people
like, it's money. It's money. They were barely paying me. I feel like there's probably some respect issues there, but according to Dustin, it's very much financial. I feel like, I don't know. So I don't want to go against him when he's on there going, no, this was money. It was all about money.
Yeah.
But come on, Vince was trying to disrespect the whole family. And it blew up in his face spectacularly.
I think Cody's first run had a lot of Vince just sticking horrible gimmicks on him. I think I guess the face mask thing he was doing for a while, when he got his like the bridge of his nose broken or
Yeah.
something. It was like dashing Cody Rhodes, and I think it was like he still had the thing with the. I guess it was supposed to be. Was it the what's the guy's name?
The Phantom?
Yeah, Phantom of the Opera type of deal that he was trying to go with that. I also like. I guess what they trust him with Damien Sandow. I mean, Damien Sandow's another guy they stuck every horrible gimmick on, and he was able to get over with. But I think Rhodes Scholars was a horrible gimmick that they managed to get over.
I missed that one. What was
Yeah, early to mid 2000 teens.
that?
Stardust is another great. That's the pinnacle of like Vince was never going to put you above the mid card, and that's probably the one that like pushed him the hardest out the door and go to the independent circuit and eventually open AEW and then come back to WWE. But there's
you know, and I think in a lot of ways, the fact that he came back to WWE post Vince, and now he's like the company's golden boy.
Yeah.
You know, he's like the face of the company. Is kind of like a spit in the eye to everything that Vince spent 40 years doing. That's kind of great.
And I think earlier when you were talking about like Vince, like a lot of people saying like with how dare
you speak out against the company?
Well, not the company. Well, not just the company, but I guess Vince's company when it was Vince's WWE. I think there's a lot of overlap with those people who are anti Triple H, and the knee-jerk reaction is to be like, "Oh man, remember when the Leafs were so great under Vince?"
No, I don't.
Looking at things through rose-colored glasses. Yes, there were great moments, but there was like when Vince
a lot of really terrible moments though. Like, a lot, like terrible choices, disgusting misogynistic choices, homophobic choices, transphobic choices, kind of super racist choices. There was a big white guy who was called the American Dream or the African Dream, dude. Okay, like. I mean, he had a good business model, but let's not pretend that the guy had like genius level ideas. He was not Kurt Vonnegut. Come on.
I sometimes wonder if the African Dream, like you just said, I can wonder right now. I wonder if the African Dream was another dig at Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, I kind of. They kind of like the Dusty, American Dream. Like, okay, it's like it doesn't make any sense.
Also, the fact that Dusty, quote unquote, like a lot of people said that he had a very African American.
Like he grew up in like a predominantly black area, you know, so he was kind of accepted.
His general character was like a stereotypical black. I hesitate to use the word 70s jive character.
It was a little like a white guy, like a white jivey guy. Yeah. That's not jive-esque, if you will.
And I feel like Cade also was in that. I kind of wonder if Vince was like, oh yeah, let's just do the Dusty Rhodes thing, but really try to amp up the quote unquote white guy emulating a black guy type of deal. And it just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work on a level that you kind of just want to hide your eyes because it seems like just cringy.
Yeah.
I don't like the word cringy, but it's cringy.
But yeah, I guess the other side that like they say people that stick up for like say like, oh yeah, like how dare you do this? There's say people that are like going around right now with the lawsuit that's against McMahon and saying like, oh that woman's not hot enough for Vince to bang. This is bullshit. I'm like,
you people can all get fucked.
Because let's say this person that's suing Vince right now, this lawsuit that's going on. Let's say it's all bullshit. This one thing. That doesn't mean that all the other stuff that has happened over a 50-year period, 40 to 50-year period at this point, are also bullshit. It also still happened. It's also still a pattern, and it also makes this current lawsuit seem that more plausible.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys remember what they did to women during the Attitude Era? Like, when you look at that, and then you look at the allegations, the very credible, I will say, allegations for this lawsuit against Vince, there's a startling pattern that emerges.
There's a lot.
Do you remember Sable? Do you remember the early days of Trish Stratus? Do you remember the fact that Lita was forced to perform sex acts on stage or be fired? Do you remember that? That was all Vince.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, and there were a lot of people who were like, well, I don't remember seeing you on AEW. It's like, we've been watching AEW for like a year and a half now, 2 years, something like that.
Probably about over a year.
And, okay, granted, Dustin's been out for a while because of knee surgery. That's a big deal, but he was doing great. I mean, I agree with him. I really enjoy his AEW stuff. I enjoy watching his AEW stuff because you know what? He is clean and he's sober and he's in great shape for somebody that's in his almost 60.
Yeah, I want to say the late 50s at this point.
He seems to really be just healthy emotionally, healthy physically, and enjoying what he's doing. And it is really enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
I was really enjoying his tag team stuff with AEW. I can't wait until it comes back, personally. So, you know what? All you haters on Twitter, well, you're dicks anyway, and you have terrible lives. So, you know, I can't really wish anything worse on you than what you're living through at the moment.
It wasn't that great with Vince, guys. Just
no, Vince is a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is a piece of shit. He's objectively
good.
He's objectively a piece of shit. So is the rest of his family.
Yeah.
So
right. Bronson Reed got injured on Raw on Monday.
I believe it was a torn bicep
tear, yeah. So he's going to be out for a bit. He's going to be heading into surgery pretty soon, so we wish him the best.
The optimistic line is 4 months with anywhere between 6 and 12 on the outside.
Yeah, I hope it's not that long.
Yeah. But he's definitely going to be missing out on WrestleMania. Basically, right now, you're down to who on the division? I think it's Logan
Paul, and Austin
Theory. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think at this point, they really need to build that up quickly because, Logan Paul can't run that with just Austin Theory.
I should say Austin Theory can't run the Vision with that idiot fucking Logan Paul.
I think maybe reunite Down Under because at this point,
bring Grayson in. What the fuck he's not doing anything?
Yeah.
He hasn't wrestled in like a year.
Probably one of the best talkers on NXT, and you're basically having being a hype man for the New Day, and Xavier Woods is out on injury too.
So. That's right. So the New Day is basically Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller, who doesn't wrestle for them.
Yeah. So
it's a mess.
I think you made him over to the Vision, and then I think at this point maybe call up was it Ethan Page at this point?
Oh, please call up Ethan Page.
If you want to,
if
you want to put together a team of egomaniacs. Those to me are amazingly good egomaniacs. One of them is an actual fucking egomaniac.
Yeah.
The other three, I don't know how much of it is personality and how much of it is. But I feel like that group would work well together. I think that Vision.
I think if you brought Ethan Page up and put him in charge like Seth Rollins was.
Yeah.
Reunite A-Town Down Under and then relegate Logan Paul to doing whatever stupid shit that Logan Paul does.
Yeah.
Honestly, great faction.
Yeah.
That would be excellent. That'd be awesome. And it just so happens that actually there were a couple of title changes on NXT, and one of those was Ethan Page dropped to Miles Bourne. So Ethan Page does not currently have an NXT title and is free and clear to come up to the main roster. What a concept. Yes. And I hope he does, because if they don't, that's stupid.
There's only two things at this point you should be doing with Ethan Page. You either, I guess this faction you're putting together with the Date Rape Squad.
Oh,
I keep forgetting their name.
I have them written down as the Hypnol Collective.
Yeah.
I don't know, the frat boy guys, the one with the gay face, and the guy who's from, Evolve and has a title, and the third guy who has absolutely no characteristics and might as well not even have a face, and I can't figure out.
Oh, the Vanity Project, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
they now have the tag team titles. Dark State dropped to them. So, if they're trying to put it together a faction with them and Ethan Page on...
Maybe Ethan Page is the NXT champion, but I think this point, there's
come on.
There are 3 or 4 other guys, I think, on the I guess right now they're trying to put over Ricky Saints again, and I'm just like...
Honestly, put Ricky Saints with the Rohypnol Collective.
Yeah.
Because they're all terrible, and they can be terrible together on NXT, and bring Ethan Page... who should not still be on NXT, up to the main roster. Have them join up with the Vision. You should be paying us. These are great ideas.
Yes. I feel like that Vision would be interesting.
It would be, yeah. But also before we get off of NXT title changes, Ilya LaFleur won the Speed title. There was a 3-way. Okay, it's a good starter title for a guy who's pretty green but good.
Yeah,
I want to see.
I think at this point, like that guy needs to develop how to be on TV and
yeah,
the camera.
Yeah.
Either like if he's English is not necessarily a strong suit with him, have the in-ring ability sort of talk for him. But I think that's a good thing for the speed matches for somebody like him is you don't have to put him in front for very long. Like it's basically like if he's the champion, like 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah, and it's a way for him to build up his profile with the viewers, but then he can work on other stuff, in other ways.
I also feel the Speed Championship, at least on the men's side, lends itself better to cruiserweights like LaFleur or like Eli Knight or any of those guys, like smaller, quick guys. So as what's his name from the New Day? Big E used to like to say the guys who like to do a lot of
flippy guys. Yes,
flippy guys. I think that title lends itself very well to cruiserweights. I feel like it could be an unofficial cruiserweight title at this point.
Yeah, I mean, even if, just speed and name only, but
the nature of the
nature of it almost requires that it.
You do a lot of moves in a little bit of time, and I feel like guys like your Japanese junior heavyweights, your cruiserweights from Mexico, your guys from your smaller catch wrestler guys from Europe. And then
honestly, it feels like it could be really tailored to any of those groups.
And I guess the other guy, somebody in America, like a Javon Evans. Now he's, I get now he's on the main roster.
Yeah,
but it's NXT. I think that kind of would have worked.
Who's the guy? Leon Slater.
Yeah,
he's still Well, he's with TNA, but
And I feel like that could the Speed division on the men's side could be NXT's X division. For NXT/WWE.
I agree.
That being said, I can't quite figure out the women's division because right now you have Fallon Henley as the champion.
She doesn't do anything with it. I don't think she's.
It's there to make Toxic Attraction look more badass, but
Fatal Influence.
Fatal Influence. Sorry, Fatal Influence.
You said that. I'm like, wait, no, that's not right, is it?
Toxic Attraction. Fatal Influence. I
to make them look a little bit more, give them some more oomph.
Cloud, I guess, Cloud is a faction. Two of them are fine. Again, Fallon Henley is meh.
I don't like Fallon Henley. Yeah. I've never liked Fallon Henley. I've never been impressed by her. I like Lainey.
Lainey Reed.
Thank you. Yes, Lainey Reed. I mean, she's still pretty green. She's still.
But I think you should have a junior member of the team you spend time with more experienced wrestlers will help get that person over and learn how the ropes work.
Yeah. I think that's great. Yeah, I think but Fallon Henley brings nothing to the team. Honestly, I don't know. Anyway, all right. So on AEW, there was also an injury. We've been kind of skipping around. I just kind of have these in some order, but so the tag team title, the Babes Wrath versus Mega Bad. Penelope Ford actually did fall and injure herself. I think she got a head injury, and she was able to complete the match. So, and instead of calling it a tie, Lena Cross. A draw, yeah. Lena Cross came out and gave a quick sort of on the fly DQ. So if you're wondering why that happened in the women's tag match, it's because Penelope Ford was injured and unable to finish.
The alternative was for the referee to enact a stoppage of the match and award it to the champions. The problem with that is I feel like by doing that you make Penelope Ford even worse off than she does right now.
Yeah, it makes everybody feel kind of ineffectual.
Yeah. That it drives up Penelope Ford stock, and not just her, but this whole Mega Bad thing and this whole faction they're building up because Ford just came off of an injury.
A little bit, the women's tag titles in general, because I mean this is a new title, they just
There's literally like
did
one
this.
champion.
Yeah, so you don't want to make it look like a nothing title. So I think that was a good idea.
For the time and the options that they had, they went with the best option they could have.
Yeah.
But did it look great? No, at first I didn't know what was going on because they didn't show what was going on outside the ring. So we're just like, why did they?
That was random. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? It was on a fly move though.
Yeah. So I give him credit. He did what you could with what you
So we're hoping Penelope Ford, whatever happened to her, is
minor.
It's minor, yeah, because she did just come back from a rather serious. I think it was a shoulder injury.
Yeah, she was. Something like at least 3 to 4 months where they were teaming up. Her partner was
Maria Shafir.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that was it's something pretty minor, and she's back to it soon. And then the last piece of news I have. I has all the news.
All the news.
So Michael Hayes, we reported a few weeks ago that Michael Hayes has been giving Chelsea Green a hard time publicly, saying, "Oh, she's never going to be a main eventer," which is ridiculous because Chelsea Green is a major talent in the company. She's fantastic.
Michael Hayes just looks like somebody that's slowly turning into a puddle of marmalade pudding.
I was going to say he looks like a slightly melted parrot head. He should be on the beach just melting in the sun, listening to
all the Jimmy Buffett music.
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, legit. He is literally wasting away in Margaritaville.
Yeah, he looks like it. So they've admitted to muting crowd cheers for Chelsea Green, and he's doubled down on his comments that she'll never be a main eventer, despite the fact that she is massively over with fans.
Yeah, we watched a little clip of her last Friday on SmackDown.
That was funny. Oh my god!
Where somebody was literally taking like pictures that film that the WWE can't mute, and this is
it was funny. She was in a wheelchair still because she broke her foot or her ankle. I think it was her ankle. And she was out there in a wheelchair, and the crowd was chanting Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. And she was making her laugh. She was like, "Oh, this is harassment. My foot is broken. I'm in a wheelchair. I can't wrestle. What is wrong with you?" It was so good. I don't know how anybody can look at Chelsea Green and be like, we can't do anything with her. What is wrong with you?
I wonder how much of that
amazing.
I wonder how much of that was sarcasm towards Michael Hayes. I really do.
Oh, I hope it was. If Chelsea, you're not watching this, but if you're watching this, I really hope it was. We're always on your side, Chelsea.
Yeah.
So, but all right, that's all the headlines we got for today. It took us a half an hour to get through them. So we're going to talk about Elimination Chamber, which it airs tomorrow night at 7 or 8. I don't know.
7 or 8. One of those two.
Something starts at 7, and it may be the pre-show.
I hope so. Because there's enough time to
So.
I hope there's enough time because I'll be in State College.
Oh yeah,
this weekend at Happy Valley Comic-Con. I'm staying at table W60,
and I'll be showing up because. It's 45 minutes from home, and I'm a glutton for punishment. Yeah. Instead of staying home and relaxing and sleeping, I'm going to be at the show, hauling books around, because I love him for some reason.
He's making me do this. I didn't make you do nothing. I made you do nothing. You volunteered.
It's true. I volunteered because I get food out of the deal. He buys me dinner after.
Yeah, I buy you dinner. And you can stay home and go to sleep if you want. But you're like, no, I want to go to the show. You just turn into Lucy Ricardo. Ricky, I would go. That's exactly both in tone and words that were said in the conversation.
No, it's not. Shut up. Anyway, we'll be at Happy Valley tomorrow.
Yes.
In State College, Pennsylvania. If you're in the area, stop by the booth.
Yes.
And I'll do my Lucy impression for you.
Yes. And afterwards, for us, food will be involved in some point.
Yes. I'm only doing it because he gets me food.
Yes.
I don't have to pay for dinner for Saturday and Sunday. And they have really good Mexican food in State College. Stop by Yala Taco. We usually go to the truck. It's cold, but They have really good food. It's worth it. I think they have a sit-down restaurant somewhere in there, too.
Yeah, there's a sit-down restaurant a couple blocks away.
Also, we're going to go to Whole Foods and get some of their really good curry powder from the International
I
Food
almost
section.
had it today.
But I stopped by the, I think it's on College Avenue. There's an Asian grocery store and get some cool spices and some
Candy.
awesome Japanese candy. I love Japanese candy. They make the best candy. Like, it's so good. Don't eat the umeboshi. Everything else is amazing.
Okay. I don't remember what umeboshi is.
Umeboshi is dried plums, but it's like dried salted plums, and they taste like the devil's briny asshole. Don't do it.
That's an accurate description.
Yeah. All right. So, Elimination Chamber.
Speaking of dry, salty, sugar-flavored assholes.
Oh no, it doesn't taste like sugar.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's bad. Bad.
All right, Elimination Chamber. Okay, so the first Women's Elimination Chamber match. The first match is probably going to be the Women's Elimination Chamber match, so we'll talk about that.
To clarify, it's not the first ever.
No, it's probably going to be the first one on the night because the women's are always the best. Okay, like Royal Rumbles, War Games, Elimination Chambers. The women's versions are always better than the men's, and they're always on first instead of the main event.
I will say not always, but usually. There was the exception of the one where it was the bloodline in 2020, well, not 2020, but 2022 or 2022.
Oh, with Sami Zayn.
With Sami Zayn.
Okay, that was awesome. That was some of the best storytelling I've ever seen in a wrestling ring. Yeah. Point taken. Anyway, all right. The Women's Elimination Chamber match, Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Rodriguez, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Asuka and Kiana James. Excuse me. I want to say Kiana James is going to go out first, but I've actually been pretty impressed with her the last, I don't know, 4 weeks, 3 weeks since the Royal Rumble. I was actually very impressed with her. She finally learned how to wrestle. And,
okay.
Yeah, but 3, 4, yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Actually, would you like to explain the rules of the Elimination Chamber?
Sure.
If you don't know.
Elimination Chamber first came up roughly around 2003, either 3 or 4. It's basically a large cage, I guess, fails to describe it. Thunderdome, like
Thunderdome. That works.
6 participants. Basically, 4 of them will be locked in pods. These
sand plexiglass pods.
And with an interval of, I believe, every 4 minutes, either 4 or 5 minutes, somebody is released from their pods. 2 people start the match outside of the pods, and like I said, every 4 minutes or so, somebody's released from their pods in random order. And then everybody else is released from their pods. If you are pinned, if you submit, you are eliminated, and you have to leave the Elimination Chamber. The person that is left standing is the winner. Both of these Elimination Chamber matches, both the men's and the women's, are for the spots that whoever is not already declared. Whatever Royal Rumble winner does not.
The title. The title that the Royal Rumble winner has not picked.
Yeah.
The secondary.
So CM Punk is Roman Reigns has picked CM Punk. So whoever wins the men's goes against the title. Whoever wins the women's.
Liv has chosen Stephanie Becker. So whoever wins this is going up against Jade Cargill. Who, dear God, please let her drop the fucking title this time. All right. So, it seems a pretty standard roster. Tiffy, Raquel, Alexa, Rhea, Asuka. The unusual one is Kiana James.
Yeah.
But the rest are like women's heavyweights.
I think at this point, I don't think Asuka or Kiana James are going to be the ones that come out on this. Because I don't see. I think they're going to throw somebody at Jade Cargill. They're going to throw a power versus power person. That being said, that narrows it down to me to either
Rhea or Raquel.
Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Rodriguez, or Rhea Ripley. I
don't think it's going to be Tiffany.
I don't think so either.
Jade beat her for the belt. Neither of their reigns has been particularly well booked. Jade Cargill is not a good wrestler, in my opinion. But she looks like she should be. But
she's
I
a
don't
Lex
think
Luger.
they're going. Yeah, she's a Lex Luger. I don't think they're going to let Tiffany go back. I think it's going to be Raquel, quite frankly, and I think it's going to be like a Liv versus Raquel at Crown Jewel, perhaps down the road. And I think that might be the actual end of the Judgment Day. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to be Raquel. I think they are still going to keep Judgment Day together to have that. Will Raquel be a factor in Liv's match against Stephanie Becker? Either that, if she's not, I feel that at some point Raquel and Liv are going to go at it post WrestleMania. So I don't think that's going to be. I don't think they're going to break up Judgment Day until after WrestleMania. So if I were to be putting money on this, which I don't put money on stuff, I don't believe in gambling, but
Kind of stupid.
yeah,
Think about it.
I'm gonna say Rhea. I think you need somebody strong to go that like
Strong and not otherwise affiliated.
I feel
with a storyline.
Yeah, I feel like I think that being said, that Rhea and Io are probably going to drop the tag titles not somewhere before WrestleMania.
You think so?
Yeah.
Who do you think they're going to drop to?
Could be a number of people. I think what's her name? The Bougie Bully.
Lash.
Yeah, I think
the Unstoppable Forces.
Yeah, I think Unstoppable Forces.
That's not it. The Irresistible Forces.
Yeah, Irresistible Forces.
We'll get it.
I think one of those two, maybe back to Asuka and Kyrie. I think maybe.
No, you got to say it right.
Kyrie. I feel if you're going to put somebody that has any chance of making Jade look good, it's going to be Rhea.
That's a good point. I was kind of hoping that Raquel would just like bust her ass in the ring and just drag her around like that match between Oba Femi and Cody Rhodes.
I think they're slowly putting Raquel to get the title, but I think they got to put Liv in that spot first. Mm-hmm. I think they're playing the slow game with at least the women's contingent of the Judgment Day.
Well, we'll see. All right, men's Elimination Chamber match. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Javon Evans versus Jey Uso versus Trick Williams. There's a lot of safe choices in this, honestly. Like, I would love to see Javon Evans or Trick Williams. I would even love to see LA Knight win and take the title. And have like a serious run with it.
There are approximately two incredibly safe choices. There's Cody and
there's three safe choices. Cody, Randy,
I don't think Jay's a safe choice anymore.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think it's some of the there is a huge pushback from fans in general.
I mean, I have been kind of critics focusing more on like the Usos as a tag team, but I felt like. But see, there's a pushback for a lot of these guys. There's a pushback for a lot of the safety, but they don't seem to be listening.
No, but I think this is great.
Safe choice in the running.
I think Knight would be more safe than Jay at this point. I think your chancy guys are Jay is possibly to me even more chancy than Javon at this point. Like I think he's not. I don't think he can put a main event over again. I don't think he is quote unquote main event Jey Uso at this point in his career. I think at this point they're putting him back with the Usos as a safe choice, and they're just dragging him out because he does have a world title under his belt, and they couldn't figure out anybody else. I think Javon and Trick are there to up their visibility, but I don't think it's going to be. I think Trick is going to move down to being a U.S. title shot against.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Who do you want to win?
Who do I want to win? LA Knight. That's who I want to win.
I want Javon Evans to win, but I also want LA Knight to win also, and I want him to take the title off of Drew. Not that I want Drew to lose the title. I like Drew. I like Drew with the title. I'd rather see what's his name lose the title. CM Punk because I can't stand CM Punk.
But I'm not big
I
on
love
Roman
to see.
either. Like,
No, I don't want to see Roman take that.
I
I want LA Knight to take the big title. I want him to have the big title run, man. The undisputed fucking title run.
Yeah. Like, here's my thing.
But I don't think it's gonna.
I think Javon's being put over possibly against a match against Dominic Mysterio. I think Trick is getting his put over to do a U.S. title match against Carmelo Hayes. Jay is there to round things up. LA Knight is there to probably put something down in people's heads like he's the dark horse guy. I think LA Knight is the dark horse knight out of the three between Cody, Randy Orton, and LA Knight. But I think it's mainly between Cody and Randy Orton. The only thing I can say that might happen is some form of disputed finish where Cody or Randy wins, but Cody has enough leeway to turn it into a triple threat. I don't think
they're going to do Cody and Drew again, at least not this quickly. I think they got the hint that people are sick of that whole angle.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton is going to be, it's going to be like the big boss fight for Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it, but I think that's where they're going with it. Just given the timing of what they've been doing with Randy Orton lately, I think that's where they're going with it. What do you think?
I also think in the short run it's going to be Randy, but Randy asterisks that Cody will find a way to get inserted into as a triple threat.
Randy asterisk Cody 3-way.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Delightful.
All right. Women's Intercontinental title: Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. You know what? I'm really not sure. I think they might put it on AJ Lee, but I think they might keep it on Becky and use it as an impetus to have like a rubber match to bring AJ Lee more fully into the company. I'm not sure on this one. This is a good question. Because, I mean, Becky Lynch, she's the greatest women's wrestler ever. And it's not just her saying it. It's Sports Illustrated saying it. It's the Bleacher Report saying it.
Yeah. That's some other people. But some other people besides me.
I mean, I will say, like, in all honesty, I think Becky Lynch, the wrestler, not the current character that she's doing, but I think she is one of the best women's wrestlers to ever exist.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with
that. But, like, the current character that she's playing is a bit of a blowhard coward. So it's
self-absorbed egomaniac.
Yeah, that too. So it's a good question of whether she's, going to get her ass kicked and get a bit of humble pie, or if it's just going to be more of like, oh, look at me, I beat AJ Lee. But AJ Lee's going to kind of be pulled into the company more. I kind of think they're going to take it off of Becky and give it to AJ, but I don't know. It's a good question. I'm going to go with AJ for the halibut. My pen doesn't work. Fishy.
I'm going with Becky on this one. I think it's going to lead into a rubber match for WrestleMania. And the last one.
The men's heavyweight title, CM Punk versus Finn Balor. I would love to see Finn Balor take the title.
But it's not going to happen.
It's going to be CM Punk.
It's almost not worth talking about.
I don't feel like it.
I feel like this is nothing more than for CM Punk to be able to say, like, oh, yeah, I'm a fighting champion. I fought Finn Balor. Like, yeah, but there was no doubt in anybody's mind that Finn Balor was going to not take the title. He was going to take the title from you. This is building up to you and Roman, because you and Roman are the big over guys. And it means basically you're going to do matches. It's also in Chicago. How are you going to have...
It's in Chicago. It's in fucking Chicago. CM Punk is not going to drop the belt.
There'll be a riot if they put it on fucking Finn Balor.
They will burn the fucking stadium down.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they're not Philadelphia. They're
a lot. It's going back to Ireland. Our former enemies. I thought you guys in Chicago were all Irish.
I don't know. Don't you dye the East River green when it's not on fire?
I think you're thinking of Ohio. I think we're being racist and
I don't.
heavily ignorant.
Yeah, I'm really bad at waterway geography, so I'm probably way off on that one. I know the East River was on fire. I just don't know where it is.
I think you're thinking of Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, that could be. I don't know. They're
And I'm sure there
I'm
are
sorry,
other
Dawn. I'm sorry,
minorities.
Dawn. I know you love Cleveland. Our friend Dawn is from Cleveland, and she's awesome, but she lives in Pennsylvania now, which is the best state. So, I still have to
Maryland.
criticize her. No, it's not. I'm not listening to you.
Maryland.
I still have to criticize.
Our flag is
I still have to apologize to her whenever I make fun of Cleveland or Ohio in general. So I'm sorry, Dawn.
Also, Ohio's flag is better than Pennsylvania's as well.
I hate to say it, that's the only good thing about Ohio. Is their flag.
Hey.
Came from there, and my friend Jim lives in Columbus, but he's from Pennsylvania.
And Bitch's Biscuit is really good. And I had the best cornbread I ever had in Ohio, in Columbus.
That's upsetting.
It is upsetting. I damn it, South, you're letting me down.
Anyway, all right. So, yeah. Do you want to say anything else about that stupid match? Other than we all know
I feel like it's filler. It's like your world title. Your men's world title match is filler.
And that's shit because, Finn Balor should deserve better. Finn Balor is a world-class champion. Personally, I think JD McDonough is a better wrestler technically, but I mean, you can't deny that Finn Balor is world class.
Not to mention he was like the original founding leader of Bullet Club.
I mean, come on, that's a hell of a resume point there.
One of the
greatest wrestling
quote-unquote Gaijin junior heavyweights. What basically won the junior heavyweight title in Japan a multiple amount of times. I believe also the tag title there. Again, one of the most world-renowned wrestlers before he hit WWE and NXT.
Yeah, in NXT Europe before he even got to him.
And it sucked that he had one primary title run, and it lasted 18 hours, I think, 12, 18 hours.
It's some bullshit. It really is. It's bullshit. I would love to see Balor win this. I would love to see him, finally be, taken seriously as not an afterthought. Well, I'd love to see that with JD McDonough, too, because he's also awesome. But, I mean, I know they're doing some stuff with trying to turn Balor heel. That's where they're going with this.
Face.
What did I say?
Heel.
Yes, they're trying to turn him face. My brain doesn't seem to work much anymore.
I mean,
doesn't work anywhere anyway.
The consolation prize too is they have Finn go up against Dom for the Intercontinental title. But again, Finn's held the IC title. Finn's held the US title. Finn's held every other one. I mean, he's
technically a Grand Slam champion.
He's technically a Grand Slam champion. But that one world title thing didn't last an entire day.
Yeah.
And it sucks that he did at least give him a week with the belt and put things up in jeopardy that Punk's not gonna have a place at WrestleMania or something like that.
I'd love to see that. I want to see him freaking out,
and then maybe go back and win the title.
I want to see all of his fans, including the guy that blocked me on Facebook for making fun of CM Punk, shit their pants because they think that their hero is not going to be in WrestleMania. That actually happened, by the way. It was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, it was when he first left and people were chanting his name, I was kind of on board for it. But after 6, 7, 8 years, I see Punk. It feels like, when's Daddy coming home? When's Daddy coming home? He went out for cigarettes and he never came back.
I mean, seriously, in the interim, you guys could have worked on fixing your pizza and your hot dogs.
Oh, why?
Because that's trash.
Why?
Just like your wrestling hero. And you can't make fun of me because I'm from Pennsylvania. Bitch, we got Bruno Sammartino and Kurt Angle. Fuck y'all.
I mean, they do have the Road Warriors. The Road Warriors? Remember them? They were the Legion of Doom. Tag team champions. WWE.
Right.
WCW.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you guys next week.
That's not how that works. You don't like the Road Warriors?
No, they're pretty cool.
Okay, they're from Chicago.
Yeah, the Road Warriors were awesome. They were a great tag team.
They were pretty good.
But they weren't like, I don't know.
They were always built from Chicago, Illinois, and they were talking about being on the mean streets of Chicago. I mean, they are. Some of them are very mean.
I've heard they're very mean.
Yeah, they're not nice. That whole South Side area. But anyway, Sue doesn't like. The short of it is Sue does not like CM Punk. So
I like Phil Brooks. Phil Brooks seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't like CM Punk. I don't like Chicago style pizza. It's trash. And you people put raw tomatoes on your hot dogs. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, but I agree on the
That being said, I would love to visit the city of Chicago because from everything that I've seen, it is an amazing place full of very cool people who have very bad taste in fast food and wrestlers. That's it.
They also have the Wiener Circle.
I forgot about the Wiener Circle. Oh, I would put up with raw tomatoes to go get insulted by people at the Wiener Circle. I love the Wiener Circle.
Yeah.
Like I wanna do an internship as my drag queen alter ego at the Wiener Circle. That's a dream.
Where they just refer to you as white bitch over and over again. And you're like smiling. White bitch, get that file off your face. God damn. Getting your fake ass hairs and all the hot dogs. What the fuck? And you'd be like, I'm happy every moment. Do I get to tell the customer fuck you? Yeah, you tell them fuck you too. But anyway, yeah, I kind of agree on the CM Punk thing to a large degree. Like, I was a fan of CM Punk at one time. Like, I think it's different when you're like in your 20s and 30s, like seeing CM Punk is seeing that guy from high school that didn't, like, you moved on and you changed and you grew. But the character of CM Punk is still the character of CM Punk doing the same CM Punk things, even though.
Like, we get it. You were a big fan of the Breakfast Club, and then you thought that John Bender was the coolest dude ever. The rest of us are in our 40s and realized that he was a piece of shit. And that we all would have ended up hanging out in the basement smoking weed with the janitor.
I'm going to tell you this the way.
Even though he's creepy as hell.
Seeing CM Punk now he feels like Simon Pegg's character from The World's End, Gary King.
Yeah, he does.
Like
that's a good comparison.
That's the way he feels to me now watching him. Like,
but he's not like gothy, so he doesn't have that in his favor.
He's not a raging alcoholic and stuff.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. Although the whole chronic straight edge thing does make me laugh. Like, I am really glad that you are not an addict. It's bad to be addicted to things, but you know what? If you're going around with your straight edge bullshit, I'm gonna laugh in your face.
The fact you have a Pepsi tattoo on your arm is not.
Yeah, like, dude, caffeine. Do you know the kind of chemicals that they put in Pepsi that major soda companies put in soda? You can take the paint off of cars with soda, okay?
If you wanted to do like a caffeine,
it's still a drug.
Yeah. If you wanted to do a caffeine solution and cool and edgy.
You have hypocritical ink embedded into the skin of your arm. I love that. It is hilarious because you're a fucking loser.
Like I said, okay, we say that same. Phil Brooks seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, Phil Brooks seems like an awesome
dude.
But
the character of
I can be best friends with Phil Brooks. I can hate CM Punk.
And I guess to me, like, if you wanted to do something cool and edgy with caffeine, like too much Coffee Man or something like that.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not a fan of the whole CM Punk thing. Like at this point, he's the same guy, but I've changed, and
you would
it's not attractive at that point. Being in my early 50s, it's not attractive. It's the same kind of like attractive that character that when I was in like my late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
And being disillusioned.
CM Punk is not Brody King.
Yeah.
Brody King is like the punk god.
He doesn't need to say anything.
He doesn't need to, he doesn't need to sell himself. He just shows up saying, wearing a shirt that he is, working with people to send money to, like he doesn't need to fucking show up and sell himself in order to make you realize that he's kind of a punk badass.
Yeah.
He's just there being a punk badass.
Yeah.
And his tattoos are much cooler.
Yeah.
The Oni tattoo on his chest, that is so cool. That is an awesome design.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like Punk has all these like Cobra and like G.I. Joe and a whole bunch of like stuff that like I'm not trying to belittle the whole nerd community or anything like that. Like if you like what you like,
Sometimes we should,
but
because sometimes they are toxic little bitches.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like it's corporate branding. You're wearing fucking corporate branding. You like it, but I don't feel like it defines. Like, how about this? I love Transformers the movie when I was a kid.
He still loves Transformers.
I still love Transformers the movie now. I still love Transformers.
We watched it on Valentine's Day because I'd never seen it. It's actually really good and super fucking brutal.
Yeah.
But
I like others.
He gets advertised for them with his skin and his clothing.
Yeah. I don't want to be a human billboard.
Yeah.
That being said, if you're at Happy Valley, go check out Brian Lacey. He made this cool.
Yeah,
he made this cool T-shirt.
Brian Lacey is a cool dude. He's a great artist. He's a cool guy. We're friends with him on the con circuit. Stop by his booth.
I'll
make some good shit.
I'll simp for cool people that I know.
Yes.
But I'm not simping for fucking corporations.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting off the subject of professional wrestling.
We're old man yelling at cloud now. Yeah. So, I think we've anyway.
We're deteriorating. We're
gone. We are gone from the sun.
We're deteriorating old punk hippies.
We wore out the soles of our party boots.
Yeah, and
as the song says,
we need to go away and get some fish.
We need to get some food. We have low blood sugar.
Yeah, but so that's next week as we go on wearing a bout of non sequiturs while trying to talk about professional wrestling.
And I forget everybody's name.
Yeah. Hey. I forget some people's names too.
It took me 10 minutes to think of Leon Slater, and then I didn't even say it.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, what's that guy's name? What's that guy's name?
The guy with the head with two arms.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
You guys know who we're talking about.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Obviously, it was Leon Slater.
Who else would it be? Nobody else has two arms.
And you just flail your arms around like this, and like, obviously Leon Slater. All right. We're leaving now.
We gotta go. See you guys.
Bye.
We'll be more. We'll try to be less dumb next week. Yeah. Oh wait, no, we can't go. We still have our. All right. Trivia question.
What wrestler appeared on WWE Raw and WCW Nitro on the same night, November 17th, 1997? The answer is Ravishing Rick Rude. We're going to give this one to two different people. One is, I believe, Matt Burns again?
Yeah, Matt Burns. Matt is really good at this.
Yeah.
We're going to have to ask some questions after 2003 because he said he's
not watching. We don't have one for this week. I think
I'll do it. I'll do my favorite piece of WrestleMania trivia.
Also, Jeff Clare, we want to give a shout out.
Yes, Jeff Clare. Thanks, dudes. Thank you for watching, and thank you for
commentating.
Commenting and letting us know that you're out there. All right, I'll do mine. Okay, my absolute favorite piece of WrestleMania trivia. What WWE commentator is as of yet undefeated in WrestleMania matches? I didn't write it down, so I hope I spoke clearly.
Yes.
Here, wait. Let me. Right. Oh, I can't write it on the back of that. Where did my paper go? I don't know. I don't have any paper to write it down. But I'll just.
They have a rewind function, and they have closed captioning.
It's not taped. You can't rewind it. Here, I'm gonna put a picture of this up, and I'll put it I'll type it on when I do the cover picture. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys can read it. All right.
That's totally professional.
Yes. That is one thing we are professional.
We plan this like seconds to minutes in advance.
Sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes I just talk out of my ass. Like the last half an hour that you've been watching. All right. So Yeah.
Collective
So
asses.
next week we'll be covering Elimination Chamber and any other notes that I happen to take.
AEW, WWE,
We'll see.
anything in maybe even some TNA. We're starting to
We
watch.
started to watch TNA. So when I say who the fuck watches TNA, it's us.
Us dumbasses.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who anybody is except for the people that used to be in WW.
Yeah.
You know what I like about it though? It feels like a territory era house show.
Yeah.
They don't spend a lot on production value. They don't spend a lot on, well, their audio could actually stand to be better. That's not really a something in their favor, but I like how it feels very unrehearsed. It feels very authentic in a lot of ways, and it feels very intimate, like it pre-WWE Vince era, you know, like house shows, like you're going to some rundown VFW and these guys are coming in from all over the country to give you a show, you know. It feels like it has that kind of edge to it, you know what I mean? And I kind of like that.
That being said, their audience this week just looks like they were all like old people that are being wheeled in from Old Country Buffet. And
I think they were drunk because like they would just shout random things.
The best one was what's his name from the Elegance brand.
Yeah.
Their handler or whatever comes on. It's like, what's he doing with that child? What's he doing? What's he doing with any child?
Yeah, so yeah, I respect that. I like that. It's definitely a different world, so we're gonna be checking that out.
I don't know if that guy's a child molester or not, but
he looked like bargain bin Don Callis, and I tend to think Don Callis shouldn't be with children in general because he's creepy.
I thought they put Don Callis and Luther together, and they would
come up with this guy. Yeah. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. We gotta go.
Bye everybody.
Bye everybody. Please don't delete us. We'll be better next week.
Yeah. We'll be better.